Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Eisenhower Eagle Football Review. I'm Tim Meyer with Coach Chris Smith, and first playoff game, unfortunately, is going to be the last playoff game of 2014 for the Eagles. You took a tough one on the chin, 21-14 to Dakota. You had the lead 14-13 with just a little less than 4 minutes left to play. That's 70 yards to drive, and they seem to get it done.
Yeah, they got it done. I mean, we had them stopped a couple times, and had a couple costly penalties that kept their drives going on that last on the last drive, touchdown drive. So, that's kind of been the story of some of our games this year is penalties. And but our kids really fought hard, played hard, and I thought we really came out and had a great game plan, and kids really executed it. And we gave ourselves a chance to win in the end with a nice drive and a touchdown, like you said, with 4 minutes left in the game. But we shot ourselves in the foot.
A little bit about tonight. I mean, first off, nobody wanted to play tonight. I mean, let me put it this way. Kids were ready to play, but, the weather tonight was just horrendous, and you could tell by the amount of people in the stands. They stayed home and watched some television tonight, I think.
Yeah, Halloween. It's Halloween, and a lot of kids, it's obviously a fun night for little kids. So, and then the weather didn't help. Anybody that thought maybe they'll miss Halloween and come to the game or come late, obviously decided to stay home, and I don't blame them. The weather was terrible, and it was bad to play in too. But both teams were playing in it, and we made best out of what we had.
Well, let's talk about the best of what you had. You had a couple of guys banged up, so they didn't play tonight. But you had some good fillers. Some guys like Jack Preventure came in, number 16, ran the ball well for you, especially in that first half.
Yeah, Jack's a sophomore, and he's been starting at linebacker. Actually, started at safety one game. He started at corner one game. He started at outside linebacker one game. So, and then he started at slot back for us another game. So. Figured, give him the tailback thing, maybe quarterback next year. I don't know.
Well, it was windy. There wasn't much throwing, but your quarterback, Jake Bratcher, again played a tough game on that Dakota field.
Jake's been outstanding all year for us. For somebody to, the offense that we installed, it's an offense that usually takes a quarterback a couple years, 2 or 3 years in the system to be able to run it. And I thought Jake was outstanding. I couldn't have asked for a better quarterback to come in and really help install this offense. And, he really showed his toughness again tonight. And he was banged up too. He couldn't throw the ball all week in practice. He had cracked ribs. So, for him to come in here and be able to play and do the things he did today was just outstanding. I'm very proud of the way he played.
There's a couple of calls we were kind of perplexed about, but one that we thought was we were all down there looking at it. We'll see it on the film, but you guys were deep in Dakota territory. It was fourth down, and Jake took the quarterback sneak, and it looked like he was well over the first down marker, but they marked him just short.
Yeah, I don't know what they saw there. It was obvious that it was a first down to me. Looked like it was a first down by a couple yards, at least a yard. But that really changed the kind of the flow of the game, because we were up 7-0 at that point going into score. Probably go up 14-0 at that point, and maybe it's a whole completely different game. I just don't. You don't know. At the same point, they got the ball back, but they had a long drive. We couldn't stop them. We couldn't stop their running game, and we had to stop them at that point. They had to go about 95 yards, and
Compared to the other teams that you coached, what's the personality? What are you going to take away as a memory of this team?
This team was a very physical football team. There's no question they weren't scared of anybody. They came out and they hit. They're a very tough team physically, and I'm proud of the way they came out, and in every game they gave themselves a chance to win the game and be in the game because of their physical play.
So now what's next for Chris Smith? What does Chris Smith do now that he's not going to coach football for a while?
Well, I probably got to tie up some ends around, with the football still, and But I'm gonna spend some time with my family. Any football coach, spends a lot of time away from the family. Probably work, 70, 80 hours a week, and most of the coaches on our staff have young kids, and their kids are excited to probably spend some time with them. I'm sure they miss all their dads coaching, and I know my family's the same way. So I'm gonna spend some time with them, and we're gonna regroup and get ready, for next year.
And what do you see as far as next year goes? What are you kind of looking forward to next year? What do you think?
We got a lot of guys returning offensively. A lot of our skilled players returning, and some great offensive linemen returning. We played, 4 defensive backs that were, young, and a couple linebackers. So we got a young team. So we're looking for some improvement from this year. It'll be a year into the offense, and we'll have a young quarterback, obviously. But we brought a quarterback up with us. Max Whitwer, we brought him up. Week 5 this week just to start learning the offense. So, and I think he's going to be an outstanding, player.
Well, Coach, wish you luck in the off season, and I guess we're going to see you at the banquet. But we'll see you around here kicking around the gym, and let's get ready for 2015.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate everything you've done this year for us. Thank you.
Eisenhower's quarterback, Jake Bradsher. Jake had a touchdown tonight and led the Eagle offense, what we thought was going to be an Eisenhower victory. Talk a little bit about that last drive.
Yeah, it was a great drive by our offense. Every single one of us on offense did a great job in that drive. We knew it was a huge drive, and I saw a play open up, and I told Coach DeGiorgio, let me keep it, and he's like, go ahead, and we got the touchdown. It was a big drive for us. It almost won us the game.
You guys had some good success on offense. So you guys busted some big plays on your offense.
Yeah, and that's all. That has to do everything with play calling. Our coaches do an amazing job reading their defense from upstairs, and seeing what's opening, finding the open holes in their defense, and overall our offense did a great job today.
And we saw a little bit more of Jack Preventure tonight. He really kind of carried the load there in the first half.
Yeah, well, Joe Metz went out last week, so Jack Preventure really had to step up today. And, he's going to be a great player in next year and the year after that. He's just a sophomore, and, we put him there because he does run hard, and he's got speed and power, so he did a great job tonight.
What's it like to play quarterback for the Eisenhower Eagles?
It's great. When I decided I wanted to take on the challenge of being an Eisenhower varsity quarterback, it was nerve-wracking, but I'm so happy I did it. I learned so much from these coaches and these teammates, and it's all good stuff.
How's it changed you as a person?
It's it's made me grow up. It's put me in situations where I need to make big decisions, and it's allowed me to mature and really grow up, and that's great.
If you could rewind your memory bank there, maybe tell us one of the best memories of 2014 is.
Well, you got to put that Warren Mott game in the picture, double overtime. That was just a great game. The way we came together at the end, and even after that big play that we let happen, we still came together and won in overtime, and that allowed us to make the playoffs, and that was probably one of our best moments.
Talk about some of the guys you might miss.
Oh, I'll miss all those juniors. Kadari Johnson, little Andrew Ski. I've developed such good relationships with them, and it's gonna be tough not seeing them every day, but I won't forget them for sure.
So what's next for Jake Bradsher?
Well, basketball's coming up. Basketball is actually my main sport. So I'm very excited for basketball season. Sad that football's over, but looking ahead.
Well, hope to see you on the hardwood. Yep. I know there's some folks you want to say hello to out there.
Yeah, thank you for my mom, my dad, Grandma and Grandpa. They came out to every game and supported me. Thank you.
With one of Eisenhower's captains, Chad Sherry, and Chad, terrible way to take out a season with a final loss in a playoff game to arch rival Dakota. But your guys and your teammates played your hearts out tonight. In what is probably the coldest weather we've had in a while. But You guys went up 7-0 in that game. You looked like you were taking it to them there in the first half.
Yeah, we had a lot of momentum coming into the game, and we came in fired up because obviously they're our rivals, and the game came down to the last minute. So we fought, and we did what we could.
I don't think the first time we played them, I don't think we saw that running back, number 21, the little guy that seemed like a water bug. How tough was he to tackle out there?
It was just hard because he's a really shifty running back, and it was wet out there, so you had to wrap up. That's why we missed a couple tackles. But
was it hard to tackle out there in the cold and wet?
Yeah, it was a little harder just because of wet, but the cold didn't really affect us that much. Just wetness, slipping off, and you got to wrap up, which we did. We did all right with that tonight.
Tell me a little bit about the game itself. You guys went up 14-13. With a little less than 4 minutes left to play, and it looked like you guys had them stopped.
Yeah, we broke down a little on defense, and that was it. Missed some tackles, and
if you could look back on this season with your teammates, what would probably stand out the most? What are some of the memories that would stand out the most?
Probably, obviously, the first game going up to Rockford. That was a fun trip, but just practice every day. That's when we had the most fun.
What guys are you going to miss the most on this team?
Actually, the coaches and my fellow captains like Bradsher, Logan Friedel, Mark Sokowski, and Colin. Some guys I grew up with and just played my whole life with.
Well, I know you want to say hello to some folks out there, so I'll let you go ahead and do that now.
Yeah, I just want to say hello to my parents, grandparents, all my friends out there.
Great.
Hi, my name is Doug Wozniak. I'm a licensed Michigan attorney, but I'm also licensed as a Michigan real estate broker. If you have any questions concerning real estate, particularly new building construction, easements, boundary disputes, anything at all, please give me a call, 586-781-9190.
Esplendido Mexican Cuisine. Esplendido serves time-tested and taste bud-approved Mexican cuisine that's often copied but never duplicated. Of course, you can still get that famous Esplendido pizza. Dine in or carry out. Almost 30 years of serving great meals to good friends. Esplendido. Good food, spirits, and celebration. Call 586-739-1070.
Thought there was no better way to do that than to put on a striped shirt and pick up a whistle and stop complaining about the officials and go do something about it.
And there was guys that were nice enough to do it and volunteer their time when I was a kid coming through school, so I'm just paying it forward.
Initially, I got into officiating because I was a coach and I wanted to learn more about our sport. Now I officiate because I want to make a difference.
You can be a referee.
After missing the playoffs in 2013, the Eagles returned to the playoffs in 2014. They're going to take on the Dakota Cougars on a cold, windy, rainy Halloween night. To begin the game, the Eagles would get the ball first. And right out of the gate, number 16, Jack Preventure, takes this pitch and runs it 24 yards for an Eagle first down. Then Kadari Johnson makes a nice cut here and gets good yardage. Jake Bradsher makes this big run down to the Dakota 12. Dakota is flagged for a face mask on the play, moving the ball down to the 5-yard line. Number 16, Jack Preventure, takes this pitch from Jake Bradsher and scampers into the end zone for the touchdown. The extra point was good, and Ike led 7-0. On Dakota's drive, they're stopped on third down by number 53, Jake Corey, forcing the Cougars to punt. The Dakota punter fumbles the snap and is tackled at the Dakota 25, and it's 1st and 10 Eisenhower. Again, Jack Preventure takes a pitch from number 14, Jake Bradsher, makes the right cut and picks up the first down.
This pass attempt to number 27, Andrew Sokowski, goes incomplete, but Dakota is called for pass interference on the play, costing the Cougars 5 yards. So now it's 3rd down and 2 for Eisenhower. The Eagles go for it on 4th and short. Jake Bradsher and the Eagles think they have a first down, but the officials spot the ball just short of the first down marker, and the Cougars take over on downs. Dakota's number 21, Carlton Kaiser, gets Dakota out of the hole with this run to the 24. Dakota picks up another first down to the 46-yard line as Maurice Moon hits Carlton Kaiser, who pays the price for this completion, courtesy of the Eagles. The first quarter would end on this play as Anthony Saputo and Colin Kosiliak team up to stop the Dakota runner. On the first play of the second quarter, number 21, Carlton Kaiser, breaks this run and goes 43 yards for the touchdown. The extra point was good, and the score now is tied at 7. On the Eagles' next drive after kickoff, number 33, Brendan Pittman of Dakota, causes this fumble. The ball is recovered by the Cougars at the Eagle 35-yard line. The weather on the evening made it tough for tackling, and number 21, Carlton Kaiser, makes it even tougher with his runs as he gets to the Eagle 12. Number 13, Zach Zabonik, is ruled down before he crosses the goal line. No touchdown. Eisenhower makes a goal line stand on these plays, keeping the Cougars out of the end zone. On 3rd and goal from the 2, number 21, Carlton Kaiser, goes around the right side for the touchdown. The extra point attempt is botched, and it's 13-7 Cougars. The Eagles' Jack Preventure gets good yardage on this kickoff return. The Eagles' Kadari Johnson gets a first down on this run to keep the Eagle drive alive. Eisenhower is forced to punt, however, and Ben Campbell's punt rolls all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Dakota Cougars get out of the hole here on number 13, Zach Zabonik's run. This tough run goes for 43 yards. The Eagle defense stiffens as number 41, Colin Kosiliak, makes a nice play to jump over the pile and make the tackle. Then Chad Sherry with this hard hit. Finally, Colin Kosiliak and Robert Hawk stop Maurice Moon short of the first down, forcing the Cougars to punt. The Eagles take over with great field position at the 41. However, this Bradsher pass is almost picked off. This Bradsher pass goes right through the hands of Jack Preventure, ending the first half with Dakota leading 13-7. The Eagles are on the defensive to start the second half. Jake Corey doesn't mind as he makes a hard hit here. Number 8, Jake Friedel, comes up from the safety spot to make a nice tackle for a loss here. Dakota is called for holding on this play, and that backs him up another 10 yards. Again, the Cougars are penalized, this time for illegal procedure. On 4th down, Dakota goes for it. And number 8, Jake Friedel for Eisenhower, breaks up the pass, and it's 1st and 10 Eagles. Kadari Johnson gets the football and goes around the right side, getting good blocking for 19 yards and an Eagle first down. Now it would be forced to punt on the drive, and the Eagle defense is called upon to come up big, and they do with gang-style tackling. Ike gets the ball back with great field position. as we move into the fourth quarter. Kadari Johnson gets a good block and goes 17 yards around the left side again for an Eagle first down. On fourth down, the Eagles go for it and are stopped by the Cougars. Jake Corey does a good job of snuffing out this play and makes the tackle. Dakota is forced to punt. The Eagles rush the Dakota punter and block the kick. Mike takes over with great field position. The Eagles' Kadari Johnson makes some good cuts and some tough running and gets close to the Dakota 10. Jake Bradsher calls his own number, carries the football into the end zone, untouched for the score. The extra point was good, and Ike led 14-13 with 3:50 left to play in the ball game. Dakota would get the ball back with plenty of time on the clock, but these incompletions make it fourth down. On 4th and 10, number 7, Maurice Moon, runs for a Dakota first down. On this play, the Eagles are called for a face mask penalty, costing them another 15 yards. Then number 21, Carlton Kaiser, been killing the Eagles all night with his runs, breaks some tackles and goes in for the touchdown. The Cougars go for the two-point conversion. It's good as Maurice Moon hits number 15, Daniel Crawford, for the two-point conversion, and the Cougars now lead 21-14. With about 50 seconds to work with, the Eagles go to work on the hook and ladder play. It gets some good yardage, but takes a lot of time. Nick Ribbing catches this ball and quickly gets out of bounds. Jake Bradsher is sacked here, which causes a fumble. Dakota recovers, and just like that, the Eagles' season is over. The Dakota Cougars move on in the state playoffs, defeating the Eisenhower Eagles 21-14.
Hi, my name is Doug Wozniak. I'm a licensed Michigan attorney, but I'm also licensed as a Michigan real estate broker. If you have any questions concerning real estate, particularly new building construction, easements, boundary disputes, anything at all, please give me a call. 586-781-9190.
Esplendido Mexican Cuisine. Esplendido serves time-tested and taste bud-approved Mexican cuisine that's often copied but never duplicated. Of course, you can still get that famous Esplendido pizza. Dine in or carry out. Almost 30 years of serving great meals to good friends. Esplendido. Good food, spirits, and celebration. Call 586-739-1070.
A high school football game night is a unique experience, uniting a community in so many ways and showcasing other school activities. This grand setting helps kids learn life skills and build lifetime relationships in the safest environment ever, where teacher coaches, equipment, rules, and safety protocols minimize risks. It's a true celebration of participation. Support your local school and its young people who enjoy this privilege.
Well, folks, the Eisenhower Eagles end the 2014 season with a loss here in the playoffs against the Dakota Cougars, a game that they were frankly ahead in with less than 4 minutes left to go. Dakota was able to drive down the field, make a long drive actually of 63 yards to score the go-ahead touchdown. Eisenhower played well tonight, well enough to win, but got some bad breaks and again, shot themselves a foot a little bit with some penalties and could not come up with a victory. For Coach Chris Smith, I'm Tim Meyer. We'll see you next time, which will be in 2015, right here on the Eisenhower Eagle Football Review.